Okay, recording this video after close trade Thursday, the 12th of January 2017. For some reason I sound like I've got a cold or a sore throat or something. I don't. I feel fine. I'm in good form, so apologies if I feel sound a bit kind of weird. But anyway, it is what it is. Beautiful day here in Hawaii. Spent the last several hours in the water having a surf with 50 of my closest friends. But anyway, it's crowded here, but it's the season. What can you do? Okay, let's talk about today's market. Beautiful reversal day. This is the 500 tip bar chart using the multiple time frames. I just want to talk about three things on this chart. I mean, two of these kind of again and again. There's the 11 a.m. window, and our low is made before that. We start making higher lows after that, and it's good for a reversal. So that's a proper reversal day because it happened, you know, the low was made pre 11 a.m. and you'll notice I'll attach my day trade today where I was kind of going long into this breakout move here. Everything changes after 11 a.m. It's almost like during the first half of the morning we got two markets running. It's like we have the Europeans and the US markets kind of both working together, or the European market influencing to some extent the US market. After 11 a.m. European markets are shut and the US market can kind of do its own thing, and it's kind of almost like a purer move after 11 a.m. You'll often notice that kind of the character of the market changes at 11 a.m. So it just became so apparent with today's activity when I was speaking to the recording around this time. So anyway, just 11 a.m. it's an important rule of thumb, and it was a classic reversal day. The second thing is maximum 2 reversals per day. This is, you know, the downtrend up to 11 a.m. and then the uptrend. This is not going to reverse around after we've set off on the upside to go into a third trend. You know, the rule of thumb is maximum 2 trend moves a day. 1, 2. Yes, you can get some weakness. I would have expected around this pullback area that we'd kind of have a little bit more weakness and put it in end of trend on the 4500 tip bar chart. That's why I jumped out of my position here at 57.5. It was a nice little trade, but I was expecting weakness around this resistance on the highest time frame. But nope, it just kind of punched through. We had an exhaustion sell here, getting rid of a whole bunch of sellers. The bullish divergence kind of comes in. Beautiful little kind of support coming in there, and just continue on this confirmed uptrend going on there. So those are the two things to note on the 500 tip bar chart. On the 4500 tip bar chart, I think we're going for a blast to the upside. We've been in this kind of batting backwards and forwards. Yeah, I know it's kind of, you know, not pretty. It's not a, you know, a nice little kind of cute pattern between support and resistance where everything kind of prints perfectly, but it's a congestion zone for me. Although you know, the lows and highs are pretty far apart here, we've been just batting backwards and forwards without a decent break. We have overshoots maybe of support here, but we don't have any decent breaks of resistance or support. I think we're going for one, and this is why. So 4500 tip bar chart with better pro-am. If you can just concentrate here at the end of each of these days, you're always going to see professional activity, a whole bunch of blue professional bars at the end of each day, whole bunch there, okay, at the end of each days. That's closing out positions. That's, you know, the professionals are active at the end of the day, the amateurs are active at the beginning of the day. You'll always see that. What you need to look out for is professional bars during the day. And today we had a classic kind of going on here. This is the open of the day. This is the overnight activity. This is kind of the close of yesterday, Wednesday, and we had this kind of decline. That we had blue professional bars during the day is significant. These are the ones at the end of the day. You always kind of see those. These two kind of as well. I would kind of count in that pattern. So they're always going to be there. But these two are significant, and you don't often see blue professional bars on this highest time frame during the day session. At the end, yep, but not during the day. What were they doing? Here's a blue professional bar that gets broken to the highs. They were buying that dip at that support down here at 2250, and then here they are jumping the creek, getting above resistance, breaking this thing into an uptrend. We had a whole bunch of blue professional bars, bit of a gathering is what I call that, kind of getting set, ready for this thing to kind of take off. We break resistance, and we're in a uptrend and strength kind of going on here. So we've got confirmed strength. We're breaking through resistances. We got to go see pullback to end of trends, and let's see what happens when we hit resistance on this highest time frame. My guess is this time we're going to punch through for a kind of a pre-inauguration kind of trending move. But anyway, so just watch your better pro-am on these. The higher the time frame, the more significant the signals are from better pro-am. That's why I really pay attention to what's going on in my day trading on the 4500 tip bar chart with blue professional bars. Here's a little gathering getting ready for this short move, then they're picking it up here and here. That blue professional down bar is the same as that blue professional down bar there. Really significant, very high average trade size. That's professionals buying that little test, getting this thing ready, and there they are breaking this thing out, going to the upside. So the higher the time frame, the more important the signals are on better pro-am. Be careful about ones at the end of the day. For me, they kind of mean less and less, but the ones during the day, like this and this, really significant, and that's why I'm guessing that we're going to continue to break resistances and get ourselves kind of going on the upside. Crude might be the catalyst for this. The crude chart is kind of hanging around, just waiting for something to happen. Maybe we'll get that kind of crude break tomorrow, Friday. Anyway, I hope your trading is going well. Alright, just got long 51.50, long 51.50, just checking my stops and targets, and we just had a little push down just after I got in. This support has to hold here, so I missed all this down move. Anyway, time to make it right. Why? This is, I really like blue professional down bar on the 4500. So they start to, here's where they were kind of getting short right at the open, and that's what led to this whole move down. That got me wrong-footed up here. Was going long instead of going short, and that was dumb. It was a good, huge move kind of down. But anyway, let's not cry over spilt milk. Exhaustion sell, bullish divergence comes in, blue professional down bars here. And then we have another one, blue professional down bar on 4500. They're really important. I know this looks kind of scary, but that is blue professional down bars kind of picking it up. They got really active right there, kind of quickened up quite a bit. So am I in a little bit early? Potentially. Exhaustion, sell, bullish divergence comes in, and we're fussing around. Left shoulder, pull back to end of trend on the lowest time frame. Head of the move, pull back to end of trend on the intermediate time frame. And then this is kind of a right shoulder. I mean, it's not a picture perfect kind of pattern, but we're going through the time frames. We're rippling through the time frames with end of trends. So at some point we will have resistance kind of come in when the highest time frame kind of crosses and a kind of a push down. But we have the first sign of strength kind of going on there. We've got a low risk entry point, and then we push past it a fraction more, kind of break above below supports on the intermediate time frame. But now, bang, we're pushing back above resistance here. So you get your first sign of support and your test here, and we push a little bit further and generated some more weakness, but that's okay. That's a kind of a deeper push down, and now we're breaking back into breaks above resistance. So blue professional bar through resistance, that should be jumping the creek right there. Let's not give this thing too much. There, that was nice, but this needs to, so against a Rambo pattern we need to break back above 52.5 to get us into more strength and uptrend, a real confirmation of this uptrend. So hopefully we're on our way, and it's just coming up to, what is it, 10:24 a.m. Chicago time. So we're in front of the 11 a.m. window for a reversal. So if that's the low for today, then we've got a reversal day on our hands. Let's see where we go next. Alright, here we go. We are breaking up. We've got a 54, so just move the target out to 57.50. We've got a double break going on, confirmed uptrend. And there we go. No blue professional bars taking profits there. So let's hold on for the ride. Is there any kind of obvious place? So around here, 55.50. Just noting this, 55.50 is going to be an important level to run some stops. And What do you know, there's a Rambo pattern down here on 1500 as well. This is the one that got me all excited to go long here, and that didn't work. So Rambo to Rambo channel at this point, they've kind of gone short. So above, let's see the high of this, 51.75. 51.75, so around 53.75. That could also be some area of stop run, so we're just at it, this level here. So there's a Rambo pattern there. So let's see. Anyway, just got to be patient now. And there we go, right on cue, Rambo pattern at 53.75. 2 points exactly above the high of the last Rambo pattern. It's kind of scary how predictable that is. So they were going short, they light their position, then all of a sudden the stops are sitting up here and they get run. Anyway, we're above resistance on low intermediate time frames, so we've got to run pullback into trends, and this is kind of looping around. So we need to break through this. There's no blue professional bars taking profits up here, but after a Rambo pattern we usually have a little bit of weakness. But anyway, let's get through that. There's everything kind of looking rosy until we get exhaustion buy maybe on the 500 tip bar chart and get above here and to generate that 55.50. So come on, 10:41, so AM, about 11 AM. You know, it's when the European markets are shutting, and we seem to be able to do our own thing after that. But prior to that, we're kind of beholden to, you know, the trend that we had during the morning. So let's hope. Okay, been waiting and waiting. Now finally the 11 AM window has shut. Bang, there it is. So that allows us to do our own thing and forget about what the Europeans are up to. So a little bit of a U-turn. Pullback support on the lowest time frame was broken, but we overshot and just got caught by support in the next highest time frame. Bang. So that's why we just got a little bit of weakness here, but now we're coming back, and break above 54.25 would signal that we're on our way to go do something to the upside. So there's our little Rambo to Rambo channel with a double Rambo up here. So let's just keep on holding, see where we go next. Okay, we've just been hanging around. We made a little bit of a move to the upside. The initial target was 55.5, just sitting above here, but a movement target out. At some point, resistance on these two time frames will kind of come in, and we'll have another push down, another test back down to the lows. I want to be out before that happens. But what I'd like is just a little bit of a, there we go, initial target just hit, a little bit of a run to the upside to kind of run out of momentum and then to have that push down. So let's see if we get it on this little kind of hit up. So 57.50 is what I'm looking for. Looks like a little bit of a stretch, you know, kind of here, but anyway, we might make it. Let us see. And bingo, just take it out, 57.50. Excellent. It's running a little bit more, but here's the profit taking coming in, blue professional bars, and that one pretty significant, 7,000 read on better momentum. So that's kind of an exhaustion pattern. It'll signal shortly. There we go, bingo. This one when it kind of turns. Anyway, not a bad day. Missed this move down, but made my money on the way up, so that's good. And we're hitting 58s. That's okay. I'm glad to be out. And what is it? 11:18 AM.